What happened? Something going on? First of all, thank the Lord that I'm here. Been under the weather tremendously. By the grace of God, I made it through the last game that we actually played like I felt that wasn't good. But we're here. God is good and God is wonderful. Levante Bentley, graduate student, Birmingham, is Academic Students of the Week. Graduate Studies, Cristanzo Palazza, sophomore, Littleton, Colorado, integrated
Physiology. Sorry.
I was gonna try to sound that out. Physiology. That's how they did it when we was kids. Academic Students of the Week. Shiloh, forced fumbles. Four forced fumbles this season, leading Pac-12 and Power 5 players, and has the second most FBS. Ranks fifth most in CU history, but the most player in the last 10 years. 48 solo tackles, leads the Pac-12. Travis surpassed 900 snap count this week. It's phenomenal. Mark Lissette, honorable mention to the National Football Foundation Colorado Chapter Player of the Week. He is unbelievable. 250-yard punts, 3 inside the 20, the other inside the 5. This is 6 punt inside the 5 this season, 12 inside the 10. It's unbelievable, man. Turnover margin. CU ranks 7th nationally in the turnover margin, leads the Pac-12 and is 4th in the Power 5. Is that unbelievable? Like I would have never, I know those stats, but I'm pretty sure you like, there ain't no way in the world. It is. 7th nationally in turnover margin. Wow, leads the Pac-12 and is 4th in the Power 5. CU has 10 interceptions and 10 fumble recoveries. Trevor Woods, Simon Craig. I don't know when Simon Craig came. He's been playing for me since high school, and I can't remember that. Ranked 2nd and 4th in Pac-12 in interceptions. First CU defense to recover 10 plus fumbles and pick off 10 passes in 7 seasons since 2016. That's phenomenal, and I'm proud of all these young men. Let's go.
Go ahead, sir.
Nice to meet you, Deion Sanders. My question is, from what my dad and I have seen, a lot of your coaching has to do with teaching your players how to overcome difficulties.
Yes.
So my question is, what is the greatest challenge you have overcome in your life, and how did it influence how you are today?
Preconceived notions, preconceived ideas. When people purposely think you're a certain way and they haven't even met you, they don't even know you, and you're stereotyped because of how you talk, how you walk, how you look, what you wear, instead of waiting to really find out who you are truly. That's something that we all must overcome, because this is such a judgmental world we live in, and there's so much judgment it's in all of us, and I don't understand it one bit. I really like you to show me who you are, and I'm gonna believe you. I'm truly gonna believe you, so you gotta be careful what you show me. Great question, my man. We'll come back to you in the end too.
Okay, go right.
Hey, Coach, happy Thanksgiving in advance.
You as well.
Curious how Shador is feeling and if you still expect him to play this week.
Yeah, Shador is not feeling well right now. It's a day-by-day situation with Shador. We're praying that he gets healthy and he's able to play, because he is who he is, and when he's on the field, we have a tremendous chance to win.
Go ahead.
Hi, Coach. Troy Finnegan, CU Sports Report. At 4-7, it would be tempting for a lot of the guys to be kind of looking ahead to the offseason. What's next? How are you and the rest of the staff keeping them focused on trying to get a win this weekend?
Well, we have a theme of each week, and we try to focus. We got to finish. Anything not with a period, exclamation mark, question mark, or whatever. It's not something that's finished like a sentence. We got to finish, and I want to finish with an exclamation mark. I don't want to finish with a comma, in a wrong sentence. I want to finish. And these guys, one thing that they practice their butts off today, man. I didn't see no quit in them. I didn't see no poor little old me. We had a tremendous meeting this morning and kind of got some stuff out that has been in house. And I'm not one to walk away from whatever was said. Let's say it. Let's say it in front of all of us now. Let's get it on. Let's get it over with. Who said what? Let's go. Why you said? Why you felt like that? Let's do this. So that happened this morning, and it was tremendous. I love it. 100% of it.
Hey, Coach. What is your philosophy going into recruiting, and how has it changed, if it's changed, with what you've learned from this season?
Philosophy going into recruiting, we want players that want us. Trying to convince somebody and doing that and being held hostage financially, we ain't with that. We want players that want to be a Colorado Buffalo and want to come here for all the right reasons. Academically, the city is so darn beautiful. It's just ignorant. It's so beautiful. And just people that want to be a part of what we're building. We're not going to buy anybody whatsoever. So that's how we approach it. We have tremendous needs. I'm pretty sure everybody in the country knows what we need and how much we need. That's not a secret. And the recruits are responding. Trust me, it's not a day that goes by that kids aren't blowing our recruiting staff up. I mean, or blowing Shador up and the DMs or Travis or some of the key players on the team. They're calling and we're responding. Trust me.
Has it changed since last season when you came in?
Yes. Yes, because last season you had to fill a void of everything. This year you're more directed. You know what you have, you know what you don't have. You've seen how we react under pressure, you've seen how we don't. Then you know what you need. So now it's more focused on let's go fulfill the needs. You had to just fill the kitchen up, you know, old Mother Hubbard, went to the cupboard, there wasn't nothing there. So we had to fill the kitchen up with everything. Now it's more directed and more accurate on, okay, we need 3 of those, we need 2 of those, we need 1 of those. That's pretty much how we're going at it. And we have we know what we want and we're gonna go get it. I promise you that.
Thank you.
Thank
Carlo,
you.
go ahead.
Hey Coach, Charlie King with the Denver Gazette. Just another quick injury thing. We saw Travis, I think it was in the second half with that incredible catch down near the goal line, but he came up a little,
Yeah.
like he was injured on it a little bit. How's he doing this week?
He's gonna be all right. You know, we usually don't practice on Tuesday, so he's gonna be okay. Trying to rest him a little bit, then he'll go towards the, I think he'll start practicing tomorrow. That's what he normally does each week.
And then for Utah this week, I mean, with Coach Whittingham, he's been there almost 20 years.
He's a legend, man. He's a darn legend. He's a guy that I truly respect, I truly admire, I truly glean from afar. I don't really know him personally. I met him once, I think at the Pac-12 meetings, but he's a darn legend, man. And his consistency and persistence speaks volumes. I love what he's doing with that program. I love what he's done with that program.
And Ariel?
Ariel Studio 9 News. With this week, when there's no bowl to play for or anything like that, are you now playing for pride?
Well, I think you should always play to win. I don't know about pride. You gotta play to win. You gotta play to the best of your ability. You gotta play because this is what you chose. This is the life you chose. Nobody's forcing you to go out there and play. Like you gotta want this. You may not have the same amount of hand claps that you had at the beginning. You may not have the same amount of noise and the same amount of fans and the same amount of passion, but you gotta figure this thing out. And you gotta play.
If you do end on a win, how would you rate this season?
We didn't accomplish what we wanted, but we accomplished what we needed. I think hope is instilled tremendously in this city, in the student body, within this team, within this building, and you see the direction that we're headed. So when the things that you look to as a loss, some kind of way I see it as a win. I think we didn't do certainly what I wanted to do, but we're doing tremendously much more than what was done. So you got to put it in perspective. There's some things that we accomplished that are tremendous. There's some things that we did, but we're taking a step in the right direction, 2 steps in the right direction, as a matter of fact. I'm proud of these young men. I'm proud of the coaching staff, the student body, and the support, the fans nationally, not just locally, has been phenomenal. We pretty much put a mark in college football, and what we're gonna do from here on, it will never be the same. I promise you that, because I know how we're recruiting, I know what I know, and I know where we're headed. And you got to be crazy if you can't see it. It's easy to look at us play and say, okay, all they need is that, and that, and they straight. How many times have you said that? But see, when I said you get a little attitude, if I sit up here and tell you what we need, but you say it, but I can't, right? Because you get sensitive. You want to treat grown men like they're babies. We don't do that around here. We call it like it is. We say what's the truth.
Good, Brian.
Hey, Coach. Brian
How
Howard,
you
Boulder
doing?
David Cameron. Good, how are you? So kind of, sort of alluded to just there, but you came in here with a plan, I know.
Mhm.
You know, a plan of what you want to do. So how important, even through some struggles, is it for you you're gonna stick to that plan
The
and,
plan has not been aborted. I mean, we're right on schedule with the plan. The plan is to improve every darn thing we touch. Did we sell out every game? Did this team get better?
yes.
Isn't there hope and still? What's the problem? Somebody tell me what's the problem?
And-
So what you're trying to say is we didn't live up to whose expectations? Because I know this team. I know what this team is capable of doing. So what didn't we do? Oh, coach, you didn't win, but 4 games on the point. Yeah, that's 3 more than we did. So,
Right.
hey, you gotta understand, man. I'm gonna find a smile in the middle of a frown. I'm gonna find that thing.
Right, but I mean, you didn't, as you said, you didn't live up to your expectations.
Yeah, my expectations are out of the darn park. You gotta understand, man. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah.
What's those little 4 heads that's in California? What do they call those? The people faces engraved?
Mount
It's
Rushmore.
about Rushmore.
Yeah,
South
yeah,
Dakota.
Come on, man.
South Dakota.
I sat up there. It's in where?
South Dakota.
I thought it was in LA all this time.
That's the Hollywood
Wow,
side.
my geography. That's the Hollywood thing?
That's Hollywood side.
That's what I thought. I'm sorry. Thank you for educating me. Jesus.
We're gonna attribute that to you being under the weather.
Yeah, no, under, you have no idea, under the weather, 8 pounds lighter though.
I
I'm
just-
happy about that.
I have a follow-up question to that though.
Yes,
So
sir.
you have that plan, you're sticking to it, but is there also a fine line between, as you go through it, there is some adjusting you have to do to the plan?
Yeah,
to realize some
you
things?
find out little things about people, places and things that you gotta make adjustments. Yeah, because when pressure's on people, you find out who they are. So you find out some things, you have to make adjustments, you have to call some things. One thing about it, when I make a move, I don't look back on it. It is what it is, and you have no idea what prompted that. Players, coaches, administration, any darn thing. So we're good, man. You gotta understand, we're good. We might not be where we wanna be, but we sure ain't where we used to be. And I think all of you real Colorado fans, shoot, you should be clapping right now saying, woo, you guys, darn it. Tom, Dick, Harry, and Larry came to the game this year. You know, everybody, their mama was here. And we gonna continue that. We gonna continue with that bravado and people talking about, oh, you humble now. What does humble really mean? Somebody help me today, I got time. What does humility really mean? So if I'm sitting up here talking about a program positively with energy and life and aspiration and passion, that means I'm not humble? What does that mean? Oh, you've been humble. What? How do you humble me? I am a humble man. I'm very humble with the things of God, not the things of another man. I would never live up to your expectation. But God is well pleased with me. Trust me on that one. Woo, you're feeling good. Now let's go.
Jason,
Good.
go ahead.
Hey Coach, Jason Jones, West Speed. Glad to see you looking a little better than you did on Saturday.
Oh my God. First of all, I apologize for the press conference afterwards. I don't even remember the flight back. Like, you have no idea, like, how sick and medicated. And I got an IV before the game, and I just had to be out there with the kids. There's no way I was gonna miss the game, but I hadn't been this sick in a long time. I mean, that was bad. We played just like I felt.
I got a bit of an off-speed one for you here. This morning it's being widely reported that Nike is going to release your original
Oh, for real?
Nike Air Diamond Turf 3, the shoes a lot of your players are wearing, cleat form. The one that LeBron reached out and said he wants a piece of.
Right.
Could you speak a little bit to the fact that the prime effect keeps coming back, even something as quintessentially important to the sneaker culture as that shoe, because it changed a lot of things.
Yes, sir.
And is there any chance your current crown of fat can influence a black and Colorado gold colorway?
Yes, that may be, in the works. You gotta understand, the black and white ones were the first original, okay, so you put a little gold check on it and we good. Yes, that will happen. It's gonna happen, real soon. We're happy with our newfound relationship with Nike and what they've done for this university. The new uniforms, for next season as well is phenomenal. That matches the cleats and so forth. So all the skill positions will be wearing cleats as well as the tennis shoe version. So Nike's doing a phenomenal job of outfitting us all, and it's gonna be good. So I don't know about the effect, but I'm thankful. So every time you think we losing, we wind up winning. Every darn thing you think, when they losing, no, baby. It's how you look at it. It's how you look at it.
Go ahead, Adam.
Hi, Coach. Adam Tiger, 24/7
Man.
Sports. Given how big the transfer portal is now in college football, do you and your staff members start to have conversations with guys, kind of feel out where they're at, talk about the future, or do you wait till the season's
With our
over?
kids?
Yeah.
Yeah, you wait till that's over. You can't do that in season. I mean, I'm pretty sure those kids are thinking about it, those young men. I'm pretty sure the majority of those kids want to stay. You have some kids gonna jump regardless, and you gotta plan for that kind of stuff. Like we've already, before the season started, we already knew what we needed. We know what we want. Even by portal or high school kid age and stuff to that nature. We've been there. I think I showed Rick the projections and what we're trying to get well before the season even started. I showed him those, because everything that has transpired is not new to us. We kind of knew a lot of these things were coming. We know where we weak at. You know, we didn't just go out on the field and find out, hey, we're weak there. We knew that before we went out there. But unfortunately, they exposed it. Great question, though.
Hey, Coach, Sean Keeler with Denver.
My man.
Yes.
Old faithful.
I'm glad you're doing better.
Thank you,
You may
sir.
not be after this one. No, how much of, I want to get your reaction to Smoke's comments, if you could, and how much.
Well, I don't know what was it?
Posted on socials, basically, if we didn't play selfish ball, we would have been undefeated.
I like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that comment. I think that's a great comment. I just like to quantify, like, what does that mean? So that's the question I asked the team today. What does that mean? What does that mean?
What they tell you?
They told me a plethora of things. Should have been there. It was good.
We'd love to come.
No, that's not gonna happen.
But
I love y'all, but I don't trust you like that.
but it surprised, I think, everybody here too, because the messaging from guys we talked to has been very consistent and very forward-thinking, positive.
Yeah.
That was positive. I mean, that you meant that positively too, constructively. You think that comment?
Yeah. First of all, I love Smoke, man. Smoke is a great kid that worked his butt off, that played hard, and I'm upset that we didn't live up to our expectations that he had for us. I'm upset about that, because you're talking about a running back that's a pro. Smoke is a pro, man, and never got an opportunity because we're so deep in that position, and we're run deficient. You know that. So I'm upset that we didn't live up to the expectations that he had for us. I love that kid, man, and his mom. So I'm 100 with Smoke. He said what he felt what he said. I have no problem with guys doing that, as long as it's justified. That wasn't an attack on us, that was true. I think every team has a little bit of that.
Right.
Yeah, I'll ride with it.
What does selfish ball mean to you? You didn't think they were selfish?
People really not taking the job serious. Sometimes maybe not studying properly, maybe not holding each other accountable, things like of that nature. But that's nothing derogatory, man. That's a challenge, and that's how Smoke speaks. So I got love for the brother, man. I really do.
Hi, Coach.
Nikki.
Nikki Edwards, CU Sports Report. How you doing?
How you doing?
Good. In just preparation for this game, Shador being day-to-day, does Ryan Staub's preparation look different at all this week?
No, you gotta understand, Shador really, on Tuesdays, he really don't work anyway. He kind of digresses. Wednesday, he normally does 7-on-7 or whatever. He really works his way into it. He has like a schedule that his body responds. So Staub is really, he's been getting a lot of work as anyway the last several weeks. So prayerfully he digests the playbook, digests what we expect of him, so he can go out there and perform if he's called upon.
Go ahead, Mick.
Hey, Coach, when you were prime time, you had such an impact.
So I'm not that no more?
I refer to you as Coach Prime.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
But like when you were playing baseball and when you were playing football,
Okay,
you were the
that
player,
prime.
that prime.
Okay, that guy.
You had such an impact on the game. When you transitioned into Coach Prime, how did you adjust to having less of an impact like on the game that takes place on the field?
I don't think you have less of an impact. I'm not playing. I can't make a play. I can't get out there and do my thing, but I can impact those players that are out there doing those things. I can speak volume into those players. The gift that I have is knowing people and getting the best out of people and knowing what they're capable of and what they're not capable of and trying to put them in the proper positions to excel and exceed all expectations and just pushing them to the point that they're that person that they desire to be that. So I don't think it's less of an impact. I think it's even more of an impact. Like playing the game, I had a direct impact. Now I can touch every darn thing that's on the field. I love it, and I absolutely love it. I really do.
Okay, Coach, we're gonna come back here. Last question over here.
You know, I feel good today. I got a few more. Let's go,
All right.
partner. Let's go, dog.
I'm on the 10th year at Fireside Elementary Gazette, and what advice would you give to young people like me to achieve our potential?
Well, first thing I want you to do is get your grades. I want you to make A's or B's. You know, I wasn't a straight A, so I'm not gonna expect that, okay? But B's mean I'm about that business, all right? I want you to make A's and B's. Yes, sir, no, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. Be respectful to your elders and always treat people kind. Do not ever in your life, no matter how upset you are, never be disrespectful to anyone, because you never know. You just never know, all right? Let's get a couple more.
Jack, go ahead.
Feeling good today.
Coach, Jack Carlo with that Buffalo.
I love your name, Jack Carlo. I love that, didn't it? I'm Jack Carlo.
Yeah, everything's changed for me. It's Jack Carlo.
Yeah.
If you know him, I would love to.
I don't even know what it is. I just like your name. I'm sorry.
He's a singer.
He is?
Yeah.
It's like your name, man. Like Sam Malone. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
It seems like pretty much no team in the country right now is immune to decommits. Is that kind of also something that you plan for in the back of your head?
I'm trying to figure out how to frame this. A kid ain't even faithful to his girlfriend. You think he gonna be faithful to a school? Like, come on, man. Like that's like an emotional thing. You know what I wish the NCAA would do, honestly, if you're committed to somewhere, you can't go to no other visits. I wish that would be. Like if you're committed, that means you're committed. You can't go no other visit. So why would you be committed, but you still let kids go to other places? That don't make sense. So that means they just playing. They just playing. And one thing about it, we're not an ATM. That's not gonna happen here. If you come to Colorado to play football for me and the Colorado Buffaloes because you really want to play football and receive a wonderful education, and all the business stuff is going to be handled on the back end if that's the case. But we are not an ATM. You're not coming here to get rich unless you really come here with a plan to go to the NFL and get your degree. Not to come here and be money bag yo. Okay? Is that a rapper, right?
It is, man.
I got that one right. I don't even know him, but that was a good time. Yes, sir.
Coach, I'm Ken Flo with a community radio station here in Boulder. And I was just wondering, what can the community do to support your efforts with your team as well as with recruiting?
Community has been wonderful. They have been absolutely phenomenal. When I tell you, even when the community hears that we're recruiting someone, what they do socially to encourage them and inform them about how beautiful and wonderful this is, has been phenomenal, man. So the community is doing its part. We just gotta do our part to nail it. And you're probably gonna see some commits come real soon. But trust me, we haven't really lost nothing we want.
Good,
Mr.
Ryan.
Carlo. We haven't lost nothing we want. We truly won't. Trust me on that one.
I was thinking about your question of what does it mean to be humble or humble. I think in that context, it's acting the way they want you to act, right?
I like that.
What's your advice to people out there who are doing it a little differently, who are being told, that they need to be humbled?
I need them to be unapologetically who they are. I'm so tired of people judging people. I mean, I don't care what religion, what race, what your thought process or your sexual preference. I don't give a damn. I want you happy. I want you happy and at peace. So we gotta stop that, man. We always judging somebody when they don't come in the package that we want to put them in. And I've never been packaged in my life, and I'm not gonna be packaged ever in my life. I'm gonna be unapologetically me. I'm gonna walk like I walk, I'm gonna talk like I talk, I'm gonna be who I am. And that's it. And I'm not changing, no time soon. I'm 56, I am. I'm 56 and I have no plans on changing. So Colorado Buffalo fans, I love you, I appreciate you. We're gonna win. Just put your seatbelt on. But the ride gonna get a little shaky, it's gonna look bumpy, but we gonna win. But the climax that we gave you early on, we gonna get you back there, cause I know you like that ride, didn't you? We gonna get you back there. So we have the same passion, the same purpose, and we're gonna win. Just hold on. And this is gonna be a great ride. God bless y'all. Let's have a beautiful day. And if you're sick, I'm praying for you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.